Hey guys, this is Travis. I am a little over 25 months off of Xanax. I was on it for 6.5 years, and my dosage started at 0.25 milligram occasionally, and then ended at about 1.5 to 2 milligrams a day per day at the end of it. Once again, as before, I stated I was basically reached a level of tolerance. Started having panic attacks again a lot, and my doctor wanted to up the dosage. I was also very tired at the time and started seeing a therapist, and she mentioned that the Xanax was probably making me tired, so I decided to try to go off of it. Didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Didn't realize what I got myself into years before. So anyway, there's a lot of information about that, I believe, in my other videos. So I'm just going to talk about where I'm at today. It's been 25 months, and sometimes I feel like I haven't gotten better, but the truth is I've gotten a lot better. When I first got off, I could barely go to the grocery store. I used to have to pull over, constant panic attacks, crazy depersonalization, derealization. I don't even know how I survived. Everything was louder. Pain was intensified. I had burning skin sensations. All kinds of problems. Difficulty sleeping. Everything was affected in a negative way. Somehow I was able to work through that. Part of that was me getting on gabapentin. I stayed on a pretty low dose. Still on a low dose. I'd like to get off of that. It seems that gabapentin was a savior for me, even though I am anti-medication, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about supplementation and natural remedies. But I also realized that I may have some damage from the benzodiazepines. Anyway, I'm doing a lot better, and I have to sometimes, and you may have this too, we have to go back and remember how bad it was. Because even though I'm not there yet, I like to say that I'm more than halfway back. Some days I feel attached, I feel normal, I feel connected. Ironically, though, I don't feel necessarily happy. And that's from years of pain from another disorder I had, and probably in combination with all the problems with the Xanax and the sedation for years. So I want to say that there are supplements that can help. There are supplements that have helped me, and I'm going to do independent videos on some of those supplements, one of them being magnesium threonate, and magnesium taurate. Also, magnesium citrate can help. It can help relax you. It can help with withdrawals. It can help repair the damaged cells. And a lot of times there's too much calcium or sodium in the cells, and magnesium will help counterbalance that. Diet's very important. As I mentioned before, I'm 25 months off, and I don't really think I have any lasting damage. I think mostly I'm just dealing with residual anxiety from trauma, from PTSD related to chronic pain, and the fight from Xanax, because really the withdrawal syndrome itself can create its own set of anxiety causes. So I'm trying to deal naturally with the anxiety, but also I'm trying to balance myself. And I used to not even be able to watch a movie or play a video game because my mind was so far gone. But now I watch movies. I have fun. I laugh. I used to not even be able to feel anything. I couldn't feel any emotion or happiness ever. And now I actually find myself laughing, and I think, oh wow, I just legitimately laughed. I didn't fake it. I legitimately had fun. I'm able to drive. I couldn't even drive barely to work. which was 20 minutes away, and now I'm driving for Uber on the side, for side money. I drive on the highway by myself. I drive at night. I've gone to see friends. These are things that I couldn't even imagine me ever doing again, and now I'm doing them. And I actually feel better, less anxiety now that I'm off Xanax. I'm on a very low dose of gabapentin, like I've said before. The doctor says it's not even doing anything because I'm at such a low dose. But which is I go from like between 200 and 400 a day milligrams a day, when the max dose is like, I think it's 4,000 a day. My grandma was on 3,200 a day. So I'm very sensitive to medication, so I feel like it makes me tired. But also rumination, chronic worry, constant worrying, that can drain the body and the mind. So it's really important to start taking the healing into your own hands, and that is going to involve therapeutic lifestyle change. That's going to involve exercising, daily exercise, stretching, meditation. These are all great things. Cardio is great. It's hard to ruminate when you're running and listening to music. That's my favorite part of the day. After I run, I always feel liberated. So there are a lot of things that we can do. It's not all about what you might read about just waiting it out and just sitting there and waiting it out. That's actually probably the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. I know a lot of people beg to differ. There's a lot of different varying opinions on benzo buddies, but from my personal experience, from what I went through and where I'm at now, anything you can do. And I know a lot of people have it really bad, where they can't even get off the couch because they're so dizzy. But for most people, hopefully, if it's not that bad and you can push yourself, my brain tells me, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do this, you're too tired, you're too dizzy. But I started running. I lost weight. I lost 50 pounds. I started listening to a lot of self-help audiobooks. I stopped going to benzodiazepine.com. I stopped trying to research, and I still do a little bit, but mostly I research supplements, trial and error with those. And like I said, I'll be doing some reviews of supplements on this channel. So if you're interested in different supplements that helped or may not have helped, that's important. One thing, which is going to sound bizarre and you'll think I'm crazy for this, but that helps me, believe it or not, is coffee enemas. Coffee enemas cleanse the liver, they cleanse the body, they relieve toxins. I read one report that one coffee enema is equivalent to the detoxification that you would get from a 1 month juice cleanse, and that's just for a 20-minute or 15-minute coffee retention enema. And you can Google coffee retention enemas, the Gerson Miracle, and a lot of these things. So there's a lot that you can do, and coffee enemas give me a clean energy, clear-headed, clean energy a lot of times. And deep breathing. There are so many things that we can be proactive in our healing. And a lot of the things that prevent us from healing are the negative inundations that we get from online research. Most of the times when you read people's stories online, the sad truth is those are the worst case scenarios. Those are the people that are desperate and scared and they're online writing. And half the time I'm like, well, if it's really that bad, and I'm not saying it isn't, but if these people can't function at all, but they can write pretty well, they seem very well articulated, writing a lot of information on benzo buddies, not saying that they're not suffering, because God knows I've suffered. Debilitating pain, debilitating burning skin, all kinds of stuff. The burning skin, it comes sometimes when I have an increased stress load, but for the most part, through deep breathing and anxiety techniques, that stays away. So we can detox, we can eat clean, we can give up all the crap, all the fast food, the toxins, which ultimately is going to allow your body to heal quicker for any condition, any disease. If you give your body the right protein to create amino acids, to help repair cells, the body is working right now inside you to heal itself. Right now, as you speak, as you may be clean or getting clean, your body is repairing itself. And it is your job when you make decisions to enable your body to heal itself. So, in a more expedited fashion. And that involves a lot of sacrifices. That involves a lot of commitment. A lot of people don't want to make those changes. But it helps. It helps a lot. Stay positive. Don't read those negative stories over and over again. The vast majority of people that got off medications, they're not online writing it. They're out living their lives, even though it might suck for a while. But studies show, doctors know, that continuing worry can cause and create psychiatric problems in itself. Even if you didn't have a benzo problem or a medication issue, if you were constantly to worry about something, you're going to create anxiety, you're going to create ruminations, you're going to degrade yourself further. So, as hard as it is, you got to get involved. Find an activity, something to take your mind off of it. Stop, like I said, stop going online. So these are the things that help me, and I'm probably 75% better. Some days I don't think about it at all. It's when I start to think about it, or I'm alone, or that's when it gets worse. But when I actually think about all the things that I've overcame, I no longer get panic attacks. For the most part, I just feel kind of mild fatigue, sometimes really tired. And other than that, I don't really have any issues anymore. Just feeling tired and spacey a little bit. But I'm able to function, I'm able to work, I'm able to have fun, I'm able to do things I haven't been able to do in years, all without panicking. So everyone is different. There's no fix it, one size fits all for this. Everyone's got to find their own path, but there are probably a lot of similarities with what I've done and what other people can do. Because in some ways we have a similar, we're human. We have some things in common with our physiology. So this is very important, and I hope that you get better. Well, you will get better, but you'll get better quicker if you start to implement some therapeutic lifestyle changes, and you can be so much better and enjoying life again. So I'll have some subsequent videos to this one to explain further on some supplements, medications, things like that. So feel free to subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe so that we can try to get this word out there, try to provide the healing. Okay, well, have a good day and take it easy. Try not to stress and stay off the internet for a while. God bless.